You're just like here to enjoy nudity, yeah?
Children don't care.
The nudity is a bit much. You know, it's like, I don't need to see old men walking around here nude. I think that's in our realm of offensiveness, you know, for anyone.
I mean, they're just bodies, so I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's sometimes unnecessary, but like people want to express themselves, and who am I to judge? I'm still gonna bring my children here and celebrate the day. So.
Hi, I'm Alexa reporting for Rebel News at the 2025 Gay Pride event here in Toronto. This marks the first Pride celebration since the US election that saw Donald Trump return to the presidency. We have witnessed a noticeable cultural shift between Canada and the United States, especially following the implementation of Title IX, which recognized only men and women as genders. Meanwhile, Canada continues to follow a progressive path, promoting transgender rights, particularly under the leadership of Mark Carney. We have also seen major corporations begin to pull funding from Pride events and roll back their commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. I'm here to speak with voices on the ground to find out what the other side has to say and to bring you a perspective you won't see in the mainstream media. And don't worry, we have blurred out the nudity that was definitely present today. Let's check it out. Sorry, can I ask you quickly a couple of questions? I want to know what bring you out there today.
I'm a nudist and I'm a gay person, and I've been doing this for a long time. I live in Toronto. Here to experience the freedom.
Do you describe yourself as gay, bisexual, queer?
Straight.
Straight? You're just like here to enjoy nudity? Yeah?
Non, merci.
If you can identify yourself?
Non, c'est correct.
Vous parlez français?
Ah, ben oui.
Oh, vous me connaissez?
Ben oui, on vous suit.
Québec, Montréal.
Vous faites de l'excellent travail sur certains enjeux, mais certains enjeux comme la fierté puis la nudité,
Mais non, en fait.
c'est une différente histoire.
Why you came here today and how you identify yourself?
Well, yes. First of all, I'm gay. That's I guess I identify myself. Why I'm here? It's my local pride, so why not be here? Really, it's that simple.
Can you explain a little bit why people are wearing masks, the dog mask?
Well, it depends on every person who wears it. A lot of it has to do with something called putt play. It's basically part of the BDSM like umbrella, I guess. And it's one person may act a little bit like a dog, and then the other one is the handler or the owner in a sense.
Because I think it's growing in popularity. I see more and more people.
I don't think necessarily that it grows in popularity. I just think that a lot more people let themselves express it and don't hide it as much.
Okay.
Because it's always been there and it's always been part of, like, even straight people do it. It's not just a gay thing.
BDSM. So I have someone I call a sir. So I am a submissive to that person.
I'm non-binary. I'm here because it's my first time coming to Toronto Pride.
I'm also gender queer, non-binary, whatever you want to call it. Pronouns are they, them. And we're here for their first Pride. I've been here a couple times, but it's their first, so.
I identify myself as a gay man, pronouns he, him. And I come to Toronto. I'm actually from Montreal, and I come to Toronto because the vibe here in Toronto is very different than what we get in Montreal. And I come in leather to represent the fetish and the kink community, who are also part of Pride.
I'm gay and obviously to celebrate Pride. I'm a newly drag queen. I just started doing drag back in November.
You probably saw in the recent years lots of backlash towards drag queen going in schools or just performing in front of children. Do you believe that drag queens have their space there with children?
I believe drag is an art, and art can be interpreted in so many ways.
But do you think they are enough, old enough to understand everything?
Fortunately, there's not. I feel like there's still a lot of learning for the community to do. We deserve that space to be around the children, the people who we're actually raising money for, and they're our future. So they need to be as well educated that drag can be anything you want.
I'm a trans woman, and I was born in this town. I've seen everything what this town has done since I was born. When I was a kid, if you were queer, you were in lots of trouble because everybody would beat you up, and then the cops would come and they would beat you up too. If you were a teacher, you could lose your job. So there's some social progress here. I hope we don't deteriorate like United States.
I really do hope we see that more often. I believe the schools could do a lot more of educating about the gay community. We are a community that we are growing. There's so many ways that you could represent the LGBTQ2+S.
So you are saying that you want more drag queen, more books, more...
Yes. I feel like the more education the younger generations have, it will be the better for the future.
Okay.
We'll be seeing a lot less discrimination. Right now, like, yes, gays are okay and everything, but trans, drag queens, they're being the target now.
Oh, they're looking. I want to see your cock. There you go. I got pink, I got blue,
I want to see your cock. Yeah, that's funny. And we know that today it's a family-friendly event. What do you think about all the nudity that we are seeing, like a lot of people walking naked around children? Do you think it's appropriate?
I don't really think it's appropriate. For in terms of like women going topless or whatever, that's like a for the nipple thing, and that's fine because men go shirtless. But I think generally speaking, genitalia probably not the best thing to do when you're not in an environment that you have explicit consent for people to actually be saying that. I don't think I generally support that.
Children don't care.
No?
Have you ever asked children if they care about nudity? The only reason people say that children are offended is because the people are telling the children that this is wrong. But if you ask the children, they don't give it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
The full, I will give my 2 cents. The full nudity, I don't think so. But as far as Toronto goes, it is free. People here do that. In Montreal, for example, we wouldn't have that. The full nudity, I do have my reservations about because there are children around. But at the same time, that's just my opinion, and people are free to do whatever they want. So if they can do it, they'll do it.
If people want to bring their children here knowing that people are going to be here naked, that is entirely up to them. I don't think there's anything wrong with showing this is how you were born. Everybody was born naked, so...
The nudity is a bit much. It's like, I don't need to see old men walking around here nude. I think that's in our realm of offensiveness, for anyone.
Children walking around, where there's naked people, they're not the right age, honestly, to be looking at certain things with the body parts or anything like that. So they definitely could respect a little more.
Nudity is okay. On Pride anyway. Do you know the story about the Pride nudity? Back in 2002, a group of nudists decided to walk on the parade, and so they got arrested. When they got to court, the DA looked at the problem and they decided that they could not press any charges because the reason they gave is that they were wearing shoes. So technically they're not naked.
So you're wearing shoes, so you're okay.
I'm technically not naked.
Personally, I don't think it's something that we need to shy about because a body is a body. And also, people who bring their children here should be aware that this is something that does happen. At that point, if you're coming to Pride and all that, you're gonna see people wearing harnesses and all that stuff. Is a naked body worse than pup hood and harness and all that?
Children can see themselves in the mirror, so I don't think that it's actually too much of a problem, especially because it's not technically illegal here. If a child has questions, their parents should be able to answer those questions without any sort of fear of judgment or any sort of fear of those children being thinking anything is sexual, because no one's being particularly sexual on the street today. If it's not sexual, it's not a problem.
I don't think that
No, absolutely not. That's what really gets on my nerves, because we're trying to promote Pride as being a whole family thing. Don't walk naked down the street. Like, come on. Like, save that for the nightlife, you know? Like,
definitely. I think that the human body shouldn't be an issue of shame, and stop teaching children that there's something shameful about their bodies. I mean, you know, the whole thing of sexuality as well, when you repress that, and then I grew up in a time when parents didn't really want to speak to their children about sexuality, even, you know, and you had to read a book or find out from your peers or whatever. So I just believe there shouldn't be anything shameful about the human body. Sometimes I see parents trying to shield their eyes, the kids' eyes, from me because, you know, I'm not wearing clothes. And I just think, really? You know, are you really protecting them?
There is a lot of nudity today. Let's ask the parents how they feel about it. We are just asking the people quickly how they feel to see a lot of naked people with children around.
I think it's a very good event for children, and we need to be honest with our children about love. Love is love, and we are heterosexual, but it's okay if they choose. We are from Argentina. We are very happy to be here.
Okay, and that doesn't offend you? You know?
Oh no, I love he learned about the love. Love is building every day.
I mean, they're just bodies, so I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's sometimes unnecessary, but like people want to express themselves, and who am I to judge? I'm still gonna bring my children here and celebrate the day. So
Did that affect a little bit your children? Did they ask?
They're very curious about it. We haven't gotten far without them pointing at it, asking about it. But I think it's a good opportunity to bring out conversations that need to happen, maybe that we're afraid to have as parents, and normalize certain things that probably need to be spoken about more often. So
one thing they always said in the past, do not touch children or you will have the opposite effects of tolerance towards the community. Do you think it is maybe a little bit for this reason that we are seeing more and more people being reluctant to the community?
There's a known fact in the psychology community that the heterosexuals are the ones abusing the kids. Statistics show that. So that's a myth, and it's in that realm of bullying. You know, it's what it is, the greatest hypocrisy one could be, right? It's actually a form of projection transference at a subconscious level of the heterosexual. Yeah. That'll shake some foundations, right? If they ever really knew the truth.
I don't know if it's a increase in intolerance, but more so people feel more confident in being open about being intolerant. They don't feel like it's socially unacceptable as much anymore. It's more they feel like they're allowed to do it because the people in power also do it. They give them permission.
And they just need a scapegoat for their problems.
Yeah.
So
why do you think we see so many companies pulling out their money from the Pride? We are seeing here in Toronto, but I think it's a little bit everywhere.
I think it's really just a money-making decision. They see what's happening in the US and other parts of the world. They see it as maybe we shouldn't openly support these types of people because we want as much money as possible. It's just a money game to them. It's never been something that they did for actually supporting the community. It's just been, if they feel like it will make them more money to support the community, they'll be open about it. If they feel like it will make them more money to not openly support the community, that's what they'll do.
A lot of them are American companies, and they're realizing now that because of how America is going, they don't have to support it like they used to. So they're not. So they're pulling their funding. That's my opinion anyways.
Then there's the security costs, and then there are now Google and what? Okay, we won't even. Home Depot. I know. I hate telling them. Yeah, don't shop at Home Depot, guys. Rona, okay.
In Toronto, Mayor Olivia Chow, that we should boycott the companies actually that are removing their money. Do you agree with that? And why we are seeing more companies removing the money?
I believe that the companies removing the money and all that is probably an answer to what the President of the United States is doing, like just the rhetoric and all that. There's a lot of companies also in the US that have done it. Personally, if it is not a huge inconvenience or if you don't depend on one of those companies, I do believe a boycott might be a good idea, just to basically show them that we will not be persecuted and we will not be forgotten. The thing that to remember is that Pride didn't start as a parade, it started as actually a protest, just to say we are here and we deserve human rights. And that's valid for everyone, and if companies don't want to acknowledge that, they probably need to learn the lesson with our wallets and all that.
You can do what you want to do with your money, and you're going to have to put your money wherever you speak. A lot of companies right now in America got rid of their DIE, like, what do you call it?
Diversity.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so I stopped putting my money there because if I'm not welcome there, I'm not going to fund that corporate. So I don't live in Toronto, so I don't have a say on what's happening here. I don't live here.
What do you think about what is happening in the US and some people saying that they feel unsafe over there?
I'm sorry that the people volunteered to stay blind. At least in Canada, we have a leader that I'm impressed actually that we have a leader that he knows all about banking and everything else like that. And some people they say, oh, he's just making money for himself, but at least he's trying to look out for the country at the same time. Whereas their leader, I don't know, he tells so many lies that how can you make a deal with somebody who's going to change their mind in 10 minutes, right?
I do not feel particularly safe in the United States at all. We would actually like to move to Canada to get away from.
Probably just unsafe with the political changes going on right now. There's a lot of hate and a lot of new law and changes and stuff to that.
It's an intergenerational systemic conditioning. It's grounded in ignorance.
I am actually scared for my friends in the US because I have a lot of friends who are LGBTQ plus and also who are Hispanic and or people of color in general, and it is actually a scare of them that just get deported randomly. So yes, I do agree that there might be a little bit to be scared of because they seem to just get rid of anybody that doesn't conform to their own personal standards.
We need to protect our children. It's our future. And we need to stop what is happening in the school system. If you agree with us, go and sign our petition at stopclassroomgrooming.com right now and sign the petition and share it. Cheers.